Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of laws of exponents. This is standard A.11B in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 6 of the 2018 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. Alright, so we need to find an expression here that is equivalent to, and then we've got this big expression all wrapped in this 1/2 power. Okay, so let's look at a few different laws of exponents here. So let's start with this rational exponents. Okay, so rational exponents says that if you have a to the m over n, right? So it's a, and then the exponent itself is kind of a fraction. You can view that as that base, a to the m power, but taken to the n root. So you can kind of go back and forth between an exponent that's a fraction and using it as a root, okay? So really, this 1/2 means we're going to end up taking this whole expression, 144k squared r to the 14th. Okay, we're going to take that whole expression, we're going to take it to the 1 power and to the square root. Now, taking anything to the 1 power just doesn't do anything, right? It's just itself. So really we can drop that. So it's the square root of everything, okay? Now we can distribute this out, okay? And typically when we do the square root, we don't put the 2, right? We only put like a 3 if it's a cube root or something. So this is what I've got here. To the 1/2 power is the same as the square root. That's what I want us to remember. K squared r to the 14th. Okay, I can actually distribute this out. And I can break it up into, I'm going to break it up into these 3 chunks. It's the square root of 144 times the square root k squared times square root of r to the 14th. Okay, so I can view it like that, or if I wanted to, right, I can, because the 144 is fine. If I wanted to, I could bring it back here and say, you know what, it is k squared to the 1/2 power. That's what square root means, right? R 14th to the 1/2 power. Either one of these situations work, but let's do this second situation. We know the square root of 144, that's 12, okay? Because if we keep it in that fractional, in this form with the fractional exponent, then we can actually use this product of powers. Okay? This is also going to be helpful if we have the same base, right? So we don't, even though we're multiplying this 2 and this 1/2, this really works if we have the same base, right? So like a times m, a to the m power times a to the n power, you end up, what you do with these exponents is you add them, okay? But you notice how we need the same base. My bases are 12, k, and r, 3 separate bases. So as we're looking at it, we're not going to use this one. We're going to use this one, power of a power. And this says if you have a to the m power, right, then you take that to the n power, which is kind of confusing because it looks like you're multiplying. Really what we end up doing is we take the same base and we multiply our powers or our exponents. And that's what we have here. So we have this 12 just sitting there, right? So that's automatically making me think f or j. But I've got this k squared to the 1/2 power. Well, that's a power of a power. So I'm going to say this is k, then I'm going to multiply 2 times 1/2. Okay? So what's 2 times 1/2? Well, that's k, and that just equals 2 over 2, which just equals 1. So really, this is 12 k to the 1, or we can just drop it. And this is r to the 14th times 1/2, so that equals r to the 7th. And that is going to be our answer, F.